Hi guys, welcome to GemmaBeaMakes. I'm Gemma and this is my crafty channel where I talk about all the things that I've been making over the past couple of weeks. I have got some knitting and some spinning, some fibre dyeing adventures and some just crafty chat in general to talk about with you guys today. Guys, today is my 50th episode. How cool is that? I never thought I'd be doing this for 50 episodes. I thought maybe 2 or 3 and I'd get totally bored or get weirded out, or to be fair, if you go back and watch those first episodes, I'm so cringeworthy, I know nothing about knitting. It was a very, very start of my fibre journey, and I'm here now like 3-4 years later thinking I'm all that. I'm not. I don't think that. I really wanted to spend some time with you today and talk about all of my sweaters and all the projects that I've knit in the past and how they've come on and how they've lasted and how they've worn and which ones have holes in. But I think I'm going to do that next episode. I'm going to sit down and talk about that. I just wanted to tell you everything that I've been working on at the minute because I've cast on quite a few new projects, and if I waited till next time they'll have gone already. So next episode, 51. Can you believe I've done 50? It's crazy. I'm going to talk about all my sweaters that I've knit in the past from, well, this has been my yard journey. I started knitting my first adult garment on YouTube. You can go see it. The first episodes are terrible. I never thought that I would get past doing 2 of these knitting episodes. So to get to 50 is pretty cool. I really appreciate all of you guys, everybody's support. It has been absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't have met everybody if it wasn't for YouTube and talking about everything that I've been doing. So I really appreciate everybody. Thanks guys. Yeah, but today I'm going to tell you about everything that I have been making and knitting over the past couple of weeks. I've cast on quite a few new projects, so I wanted to show you. I say few, I've done like 2, but I wanted to show you anyway. So it has just been the school holidays, the half-term holidays. We've had 1 week off, so I've had children at home for a week, and I don't tend to get much crafting done when the kids are at home. We're usually spending days out and doing whatnot. However, this particular holidays, James, my youngest, got the chicken pox on the first day of the holidays. So we've had a very stay at home. I think we've played every single board game in the house 17 times over. James has got very good at adding small numbers together with the dice. But yeah, it has been a stay at home kind of holiday, which is not too bad. It's February. It's spent a lot of the time raining outside anyway, so we wouldn't have got much time to go out, but I did get a little bit of cabin fever by the end. And I'm glad they went back to school yesterday. And Edward went on his school residential yesterday, so they got to spend 2 nights away from home. And the teacher's been sending us photos today. It's really cute. They're really having a good time. But yeah, I have enjoyed chilling out yesterday. I got my sewing machine out and I was making a few quilt blocks. I'm not going to show you this time, simply because I want to show you when everything's finished. But I am going to show you what I've been knitting on. So I'll start with my Laurel sweater that is kept inside my bag from the Fibre Fox. We have the Laurel. Now, there's not much progress from when you last saw it, and that is because I haven't knit on it for a week because I ran out of the blue yarn and I need to cake up another ball, and I just haven't been bothered to get the Swift out and the ball winder. But this is the Laurel sweater by Anna Devaux of Avec Anna. I am knitting it in some Dusted Impulse sock base in the colour Blued and my own hand dyed yarn with fibre from, where did it come from? I know, it's a merino and silk from Felt Studio UK. We are knitting the Laurel. Me and Zoe from Felicity Yarn Studio are currently running a knit along with this jumper. So if you want to knit along with us, if you post on Instagram and let us know that you are joining us, or down here on YouTube, if in the comments, you can be in with winning a few prizes. And the knit along is run all the way up till the end of June. But yes, I was really enjoying doing this, and I just need to get another ball of yarn all caked up so I can carry on working on that. The same thing happened with my next project, which is kept in my own my own handmade bag in this like blue paisley print with denim. And this is the Elton. Now, I've got a little bit more progress done on this one. As you can see, I have picked up a sleeve because I finished the body. Why am I talking like a robot right now? I'm like trying to... Will you just relax? Sorry, I'll calm down. So if you know how much I've not been enjoying this knit, you already know because I've talked about it a lot. But now that there's no more purling, I'm much happier. I knit the body to the length that states in the pattern. In fact, I think I knit it an inch too long. Like I added an inch to what it recommends in the pattern. And then I did the tubular cast off. So I'd never done a tubular cast off before. So if you can see there, I really like how it finished. It's nice and stretchy. There's no flare. However, oh my gosh, it took so long. Hours. I think it took hours. For those that have never done a tubular cast off, like me, this is my first time. You're basically Kitchener stitching the end with a needle. You're kitchening the end basically, and yeah, it takes a very long time. I do like the finish though. I think the finish would be worth it on cuffs of jumpers, but the hem was that was a lot. But it's all finished. When I've got it on, it crops a little. It's not as long as I thought it was going to be. I did try it on, and I thought it was, you know, it fits. It comes like to my hip, just above my hip a little bit. But actually, I think it's going to block quite a bit. So I'm happy with the length that it is now. It is a little bit shorter than expected, but I'm happy with it. I've just seen another drop stitch. Oh, there, look. Oh, I hate purling mohair. How do I miss so many? How have I missed so many? That's happened so many times. I need to get a little thingy. So, you stay there. I'm going to enjoy wearing this. I have not enjoyed the process of making this. But now that I've picked up the sleeves and it's all in the round, actually it's going much faster. However, I've got to the point where I need to wind off more mohair. So I've only used this whole cardigan so far has only used one skein of mohair. I think that's pretty cool. I thought it'd use a lot more. I don't know. But I'm going to have quite a lot of mohair left over anyway. So yeah, that's why I've not carried on anymore, because I need to just get my ball winder out, and I haven't. I'm just so, I need to go through every single bag now to find a stitch marker so I can just put that thing on hold. None of them. You telling me there's no, I tend to keep these in every bag. So I made little scissor pouches, and I usually have a darning needle and a stitch marker in one of them. I don't know why I've not put one on my other bag. Anyway, I'm going to put this stitch on this marker here so I don't lose it, and I can sew that in later. But yeah, like I say, so now I've got my sleeves on the circulars, and it's just knit, decreasing as I go down. It's moving much faster. I just need to ball up some more yarn, and then I can carry on knitting on it. I want it to be finished now. I just want it to be done. The mohair is already up my nose. Oh my gosh, Gemma, can you moan anymore? What is wrong with you? Did I mention that's the Elton by Locatelli? I'm sorry, Hohi. I don't mean to I love your patterns. I love how the aesthetic. I love how they look, but purling mohair is just not it. So because I ran out of yarn on both of those projects, what have I got in here? So I had already balled up 2 balls of wool the week before, ready for a new cast on. So this is some hand spun BFL that I did recently, and I cast on, oh my goodness, the most crinkly Musselbergh hat you've seen in a while. Oh, how have I done that? Just shoving it in the bag. So this BFL, I don't know if these colours are going to show up very well. I can see the sun has just going to come out, and it's going to move slowly across and slowly get us while we're talking about it. But as you can see, this is like in a blue greys. It's got like a rusty brown stripe that goes through it. Very, very enjoyable. However, lots of howevers today. I think I've used a bigger needle than I should have done. It's very, very drapey. It's quite see-through. I don't know if you, let's see. Oh yeah, so it's not like the thickest of fabrics that it's making. You can see it when it's just one layer. However, how the Musselbergh works is that it will double on itself. So once you've knit the tube, you push it on inside. So the thickness of the hat is going to be double, and I think it'll give it a nice drape. And yeah, it's very, very soft. It's going to look really nice once it's finished. I think blocking will help it a lot, as soon as I've squished it so much. But it's always fun to work with hand spun yarn and see those colours just change through. And I needed some vanilla TV knitting. So that's been very fun. I've enjoyed knitting on that. Oh, sorry, I feel really scattered today. I'm just gonna get a drink. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I seem to be in a rush, but nothing to rush for. I think probably the sun. I can see it itching. It's coming round. I'm sorry if it gets annoying and it starts blowing out everything. It is what it is. Okay, so I started another project because I balled up this yarn at the same time as I did my hand spun, and this is some yarn that I've never used before. A friend of mine really kindly gifted to me, and I'm not going to even try and butcher that. But this yarn is super fun. It's 150 gram skein, so you get a lot more, and I think it's a sport weight. 311 meters for 100 grams, but you get 150 gram skein. So it's super fun to work with. So James chose this. It came in the post, and James said, "Ooh, can I have socks?" I was like, "Yes, dude, little chickenpox man, you can have some socks." So these are some 2x2 rib socks for little James. As soon as this one was finished, he wore it for the day. Just one sock. Can I have my socks now? You can have one because there's only one finished. But But yeah, I cast on, I think it was 50 stitches for James, and then knit 2 by 2 until the size of his foot. I did a heel, flap and gusset. But this yarn is, it knits up really well. The fabric that it creates is it's super soft. It doesn't feel like wool. It is. It's 100% wool and 100%, oh, sorry, it's 80% wool and 20% polyamide. But yeah, very soft. I like it a lot, and James really likes it. He's happy with these little socks. So I've knit the leg. Oh, there's hairs everywhere. Usually when I'm knitting and I am trying to do measurements, I tend to knit the leg the same length as a needle, so I'll always remember. So as I'm knitting, I'll just measure it against my needle and go, oh, I've got like another inch to go. And that way I always know how long to do them. I do it with my socks, and I thought I'd do it with James's as well, just in case I forgot as I'm going. But they're really cute to actually fold down, and they stay on his foot really well. I was impressed at the little fit that he got. And the 2 by 2 has got such a stretch to it that actually they will always kind of fit. But they were just, well, to be fair, they were a boredom sock. When we were playing the 100th game of Monopoly or Rummy Cub or Discover the World game or Uno. To be fair, I've got to the point where if I pick the game, I'm okay. James and Snakes and Ladders, oh my goodness, I don't think I can play another Snakes and Ladders. But, you know, holidays, they come back to school now, it's okay. Oh, I love the quality time, but there was a lot of it. So, getting on. I've got one more project to show you. Yes, so I cast on 3 more projects. So this one is kept in one of my own very first trials of trying to do a little peekaboo window in a project bag. It was the first and only one that I ever did because I really don't like it. It turned out very wrong. Don't look too closely. I won't make them again. Anyway, so in here I have got handspun yarn that I dyed myself. I had lots and lots of fun with this fibre. So I had 400 grams of Falkland fibre, and I've dyed it into 2 different colours, 2 different colourways, if you will. And then I started with a colourwork project. Now, I've cast on a cowl. However, I was so in love. Have you guys seen the new Jessie Made designs? The name of it has gone straight out of my head. The Great Gingham. It's a gingham jumper. The Great Green Gingham jumper or something. I'll put the hashtag on below. Anyway, I've fallen in love with this jumper. I really, really want to make it. And I thought, because this is all the fibre, I have 400 grams. I thought I was going to have enough to make it. And then when I actually counted the yardage that I've spun, I have got nowhere near enough. I was a little bit disappointed. But I've cast myself on a cowl instead. So I had a little look. As you can see, there is not much here right now. I've cast on 96 stitches onto a circular needle. Oh God, that's my hair everywhere. I think these are on a 4.5mm needle. And what I did is I drew out, oh, the sun is coming round. Right, I'm going to take off my little markers because this is just washi tape that I tape on to watch where I'm going, to mark where I am. So if this is number 1, this is the bottom, I'm working up that way. My plan was to just do triangles. I thought the yarn is going to showcase itself. I didn't want to do stripes. I wanted to do a colourwork cowl, but I thought just something like plain and geometric I thought would showcase it really well. So I started off with these triangles, just those triangles that were all coloured in, and then I started knitting it and realised actually I was going to have to carry floats quite a lot, because I think there were 11 stitches at the bottom. The biggest part of the triangle were 11 stitches, and I really didn't want to have to twist my yarn constantly. So what I did was I just put in this other little inner triangle on the inside, and we're just going to see how that turns out. So far I've done like maybe one little repeat. So you can, what I did, I just knit a few rows in the plain at the bottom, just so I can pick up and Kitchener at the end. Oh, getting into the light. So you can kind of see there how the pattern's going to go. I enjoyed this. Is just one night's worth of knitting, well, after being ripped out and gone, nope, that doesn't work. Sorry, I'll just admire it myself. Yeah, I think it's going to be really nice. The yarn is so lofty, so thick. It's come out at like a DK weight. I'm really impressed with it, and I love how it's looking. So I will keep you updated on how that's going, whether I decide to keep it at the same pattern, because I really did want something just geometric but bold, so quite yeah, I wanted it to showcase the yarn more than the pattern, but I do like how it's looking so far, so hopefully hopefully it works out well, and I can I had fun knitting it last night, so we'll see how long it lasts. And that is everything that I've been knitting. I did spin those 2 balls since the last time I spoke to you. I didn't say that, did I? So the 2 balls that I'm using are actually the ones I've spun since the last time I saw you guys. So I've finished all of my fibre. I have no more stash left. It has all gone. However, I did go to our Spinners, Weavers and Dyers Guild meeting in last weekend. That was our Christmas party. We haven't met since before December, and we all met in person this time, and did our little Christmas fuddle. So guys, I got the best present. I'm going to show you how absolute lush is this big bat. So what happens within the presents at the guild is everything's wrapped. You don't get to see what it is, and you just pick a raffle ticket. You get to go one at a time. It's already at my nose. Because it's a Spinners, Weavers and Dyers Guild, you've got to kind of buy a present that you think is going to be for everybody. Now, I only spin. I dye a little bit, but I don't weave. So my tactic is just go for something squishy. If it's squishy, it's going to be fibre, right? Oh, I'm so in love with this. So it's 200 grams of vegan fibres. So it's faux cashmere, bio nylon, mint fibre and bamboo. It's so incredibly soft. It's going to be so much fun. So I am going to be putting that on my wheel tonight. I've wanted to be spinning this all week, but I've waited to show you guys because you needed to see it in all its big fluffy glory before it turns into yarn. But apart from this bat that I got for Christmas, I have no fibre. Because we had the guild meeting, we do have a guild library. So I picked up this book, which is Dying to Spin and Knit by Felicia Lowe. I thought I'd have a little quick flick through. I thought I'd have a read. And I had a little read through the first like 10 pages or something the other day, and already I've learned so much more than I ever thought I knew. I'm going to keep reading this because it's really, really helpful. I've been impressed. But I ordered, guys, I want to show you this giant box. Oh, the sun. Oh no, it's slowly coming. So I bought myself, I'm in such a small little place. So this is my next sweater spin. It is 800 grams of superwash, Falkland and merino. I found it from Wingham, I think it's called. Wingham wool. I've heard lots about Wingham wool. That is in where you at? Rotherham, South Yorkshire. I've heard lots about them from all the people at the Guild. They really, apparently they do classes and sell all sorts of fibres and dyes and stuff. So I went onto their website and I picked up 800 grams of the Falkland merino. So the other yarn, the other fibre that I've just spun for the cowl was 100% Falkland. And I really wanted to spin the Falkland again. It looked brilliant. They didn't have the 100%. I went for this because I thought I'm getting new dyes. The superwash part really intrigued, like might help save me a little bit. I also ordered 200 grams of Polworth and nylon so I could make some hand spun socks. And I thought if I get 200 grams, it's superwash as well, superwash, Polworth and nylon. If I get a small 200 grams I can make socks out of, I can test all the new dyes that I've just bought. So I went for the landscape sampler kit. So there's 6 colours in here that have all been like put together, but they're all these really nice earth tones. So there's like greens and creams, blues, teals, and like this nice peachy pop. I really like that. And then I picked up some extra ones that I could have a little play with, that were some nice forest greens, and what have I got there? A flax, a quarry, tan bark, and a mustard. So I've got some really nice earth tones, and I'm gonna play with dyes. So this is the first time I have got dyes that are going to need a mordant. So they're going to either need some citric acid or they're going to need some vinegar. The dyes that I've always used in the past have always been like an all-in-one. You just boil it up. Just boil it up. Like my brew. But yes, oh bloody hell. I'm really looking forward to having a little play with all of my colour on Monday. So this is on my next day off on Monday. I'm going to have a play with some dye. I think I'm going to dye myself up some socks to spin first, find my colours that I like, find out what I want to do for my jumper, and then I'm going to dye myself up a jumper to spin. So for months now, I've been saying I want to make the Avena by Jen Steingass, I think. Yeah. So Jennifer Steingass has got a new sweater called the Avena. It's like got wheat sheaths that kind of come across. And the way that it's designed, it looks really nice. However, this new gingham, it's calling to me. But I don't know if I want to... Oh, I don't know. It's calling to me. I think after my day of playing with colour, I am going to have to decide which one I actually want to spin first. I'm going to do them both, I know I am, but it's which one I want to dye for first. I'm looking forward to it now. It should be lots of fun. And that's everything. That's everything that I've been doing. Like I said right at the beginning, I have been doing some sewing. Yesterday was my first day off after the boys like the week at home, so I really did enjoy some time with my sewing machine and doing some quilting and making some bags with the new fabric that I bought, that I still haven't shown you. I'm really sorry. I'm going to show you all when they're finished. It's easier to do all in one go. But yeah, it is one of my favourite things to do. So that's what I wanted to do first. And yeah, so next Monday, my next day off, I'm going to play with fibre. I think that's everything, guys. I don't think I've got anything else to talk to you about. If you've got all the way to the end, you know you're my bestie. Thank you so much. 50 episodes, guys. I cannot believe I've been going this long. It's just mind-blowing to me. I've never stuck with something so long in my life. My hobbies have tend to like flit so often. I used to paint a lot. I used to paint people's portraits. I wonder if I can find it. I don't know if I can. But yeah, so, and what else did I do? I just, little hobbies that flit in and out. And I've always enjoyed art. I've always enjoyed craft. And yeah, knitting and crafting it's just stuck with me. And you guys are amazing. Thanks so much, guys. If you're here, consider doing a thumbs up for me. It really does help. And thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you all next time when I'm going to talk about all my sweaters and how they've lasted. Okay, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.